advancing from the northeast. Hold your ground.
Circle behind! Get on his six!
September 19th, 1944. Arracourt, Lorraine, France. Dawn breaks over the Lorraine countryside. Fog rolls thick over the fields. A single bird chirps, then silence. The trees are still. Somewhere in the mist, engines growl. Not American, German. After the liberation of France, the American Third Army pushed east, fast and light. But near the village of Arracourt, they collided with something they didn't expect. Panthers. Dozens of them, fresh from Germany. The battlefield would soon become one of the largest armored clashes on the Western Front. In an M4 Sherman, Lieutenant William Will Hanley leans forward, scanning the fog through open hatches.
Panthers tanks in this soup. We'll never see them till they're on top of us.
His gunner, Corporal Morales, clutches his sights.
Unless we shoot first. Enemy armor advancing from the northeast. Hold your ground.
Engines rev. In the fog ahead, a dark shape moves. A panther, then another, then a whole line.
They're coming.
The Sherman's tanks prepare for war. Outgunned, outarmored, but not outsmarted. The fog thickens. Visibility drops to under 100 yards. Shermans idle quietly on the tree line, crews straining eyes and ears. The Panther was superior in firepower and armor, but lacked one thing the Americans had in spades: maneuver warfare. A Panther emerges through the mist unaware. Will signals frantically.
Target, 11 o'clock. Traversing left.
Morales lines up the shot. The Sherman's 75mm round strikes the Panther's flank. Fireball. The tank erupts, its turret lurching sideways. But two more Panthers tanks return fire. One Sherman nearby explodes, flipping its hatch skyward. Screams echo in the mist.
Urgent. Back. Reverse into the grove. Don't stay still.
Sherman's tanks scatter, ducking into woods, flanking unseen. Radios buzz with chaos. The fog, a curse to German optics, became the Sherman's shield. American tankers darted like ghosts, using trees, smoke, and speed. In the haze, another Panther tank fires blindly, misses. A Sherman tank circles, shoots into its rear.
We're making ghosts out of giants.
The fog begins to lift. On open fields, the Panthers' tanks now unleash full fury. Shells whistle. Sherman's tanks pop like tin cans. When visibility returned, the true challenge began. Panthers struck from ridgelines. Sherman's tanks had to adapt or die. Will's tank races across a hedgerow, dodging tracer fire. A Panther tank swings its turret. Dirt and metal erupt inches away.
That was for us!
Will spots a slope.
Circle behind! Get on his six!
The Sherman speeds up the hill, dust trailing. From above, they strike the Panther's rear engine deck. Flames shoot skyward. Crew bails out, engulfed in smoke. Elsewhere, American M10 tank destroyers arrive. Longer guns, higher velocity. They park at distance, unleashing death.
This one's for Bastonia!
Panthers' tanks burst one by one. Some retreat, some burn. The German line wavers. The Sherman's tanks weren't tougher. They were smarter, more coordinated. They moved in packs, flanking, swarming, hunting. And for every Panther that roared, two Sherman's tanks waited in silence. Outside the village of Lezey, the Americans prepare a classic ambush. Tanks hidden behind barns, infantry with bazookas in the orchards, the bait, an exposed fuel truck. American intelligence anticipated the Germans' route. They turned farmland into a trap and Panthers into prey. German tanks roll in cautiously. One sees the fuel truck, pauses.
Strange. Why here?
A bazooka slams into its tracks, crippled. Instantly, Shermans open fire from haystacks and tree lines. A Panther turret flies off. Another spins, confused, too slow.
Concentrate fire on the second in line. Cut them off.
They do. A chain reaction of chaos. Germans scatter. Some try to reverse, others charge. Mines explode. One Panther tank drives into a ditch and flips. In the smoke, an American tanker rescues a German crewman from a burning wreck.
You didn't expect farmers to fight like this, did you?
Panthers tanks were designed for the wide plains of Russia. Here they died in orchards and ditches picked apart by men who fought with brains, not just steel. Inside another Sherman, 19-year-old Private James Reese, a replacement gunner, breathes heavy. His hands shake. The tank shakes with each shot.
God, please, let me hit this one.
His tank crests a hill. Across the field, a Panther is waiting. It fires first. The Sherman rocks. The track's gone, but they're alive.
Shoot, James, now!
James exhales, focuses, fires. The round slams into the Panther's turret ring, penetrates, silence, then cheering.
You did it, kid!
James sinks into his seat, tears in his eyes.
I thought I was dead.
Many American tankers were young, barely trained, but under fire they grew up fast. In the mud and fire, they became legends. He later receives a Bronze Star for his bravery. September 25th. The battlefield is scorched. Panthers litter the fields, burned, abandoned, overturned. The German advance has collapsed. In a week, nearly 200 German tanks and assault guns were destroyed. The 5th Panzer Army had been blunted, not by superior weapons, but by superior will. Will's Sherman, blackened and dented, limps past the last ridge.
This is Eagle 5. We held. I repeat, we held.
Nearby, medics recover survivors from both sides. Smoke still rises from tank husks. Shell casings crunch under boots.
So this is victory.
It's not pretty, but it's ours.
American crews walk the battlefield, silent, respectful. One stops to place a dog tag on a Panther's hatch, a brief moment of humanity in a mechanical hell. Arracourt proved what mattered in war was not just machines, but men. And in the mud, fog, and fire of Lorraine, the Sherman's tanks had done the impossible. Today, in quiet fields outside Arracourt, rusting Panther hulls lie hidden beneath wildflowers. Time has moved on, but echoes remain. The Battle of Arracourt remains one of the most underappreciated victories of the Western Front. It was not won by brute force. It was won by strategy, courage, and the stubborn hearts of American tankers. He places a gloved hand on a Sherman memorial, then salutes. They called them death traps. But in the right hands, even a Sherman could outthink a Panther. And in the fields of France, 7 days of fury proved that firepower alone never wins a war. Men do.